So, how can we transform menopause into opportunity? So, I want to invite everybody out there to rebuild together. And that means that normalizing these conversations with feelings and challenges, even amongst all divorced people, men and women, being able to come together in a community, being able to share stories on what's happening in your divorce, but also what's happening with you in the process because you're managing you and you're managing a divorce. And how can you create opportunity for it? Well, you can create opportunity by making new connections with people who are going through exactly the same thing as you are. Their struggles might be a little different, but they're very aligned from a time of life perspective. So, being able to prioritize self care in this time is so important. Making sure that you're part of your self care plan is building connections with others, finding other individuals who are going to through divorce and potentially going through these physiological changes. And right now I am talking about menopause, but there's a lot of men out there who are going through their own physiological changes and not feeling good potentially about their own sexual intimacy and what's happening with their body and their libido. And again, there's so much overlap, but yet we look at it very differently. And I do say that, not as many men, they're not sweating in the middle of the night, dripping with sweat because, they're having a hot flash. But, we have to have compassion for both sides. And so redefining intimacy for yourself, redefining intimacy for a partnership, again, making sure you're getting the medical support that you need because the medical support is out there. There are so many different ways that you can support your hormonal imbalances in a way that it won't affect your libido and that you can have a good sexual post-divorce life and that you don't reflect on where you were in your marriage to define how you are going to be moving forward. So there is another world out there. You just need to get the support. So, four different ways that we can really grow together. One is talk amongst us, right? And at Better Than Bitter, we have support groups that meet 4 times a week, not specifically about menopause, but specifically about divorce and post divorce. And we welcome all of you into coming and participating in our support group. Again, you're talking it out, you're getting that community support, and that you're taking care of yourself, your mind, your body, and you are prioritizing you right now. Because until you can build back you, that authentic self that I just talked about, then going through that divorce process is going to be very hard because you are going to need courage, you're going to need strength, and you're going to need hope. And you're going to need to take care of yourself in order to get those things and to stop playing victim and pointing fingers back at another individual saying that they're making you feel this way. You need to take back your power. Nobody deserves to take that power away from you. But the first step is taking out the fact that you're acting like a victim. So victim, blaming, excuses, denial as to why the marriage broke down, take accountability, responsibility, and ownership, not for the divorce itself, but for how you're showing up for yourself, how you're showing up for your family, and take that ownership back. Because again, if you are not feeling good about yourself, don't blame anybody else. Take responsibility, take ownership, and take accountability for how you're feeling about yourself. Go and take action. And in our support groups, we talk all about ways we can do that, about how to gain community, how to make new connections, how to really focus on self care, techniques that you can be doing, all sorts of daily work that you should be immersing yourself in right now in this divorce process. Because divorces, if you are in the thick of it, being able to process some of these emotional divorce before you step into the full legal divorce is going to cost you less money and reduce the likelihood of long lasting trauma for you and for your children.